This message is dedicated to weak men. Right now, there's a big pool of you. There's a big audience of weak men. And if we're going to take the stance of a greedy, capitalistic, view-hungry YouTuber, then me making this video is actually a genius idea. Because as the years progress, there's going to be even more and more of you. As much as it hurts me, as much as it shatters my heart to even say this, the rate of men that are becoming weak is ever growing as the years continue. We have actual studies, science, proof that is showing us that testosterone is declining in men in the US year by year. Every single year, the testosterone in men is getting lower and lower as the time continues. So this is a message to all of you men. I'm not going to come at you from the side in the perspective of a red pill, alpha chad, wannabe type vibe. No, that's not what I'm coming to you at all off of. I'm not going to also take the stances that we should be weak from the hardcore radical feminists that are pushing the toxic masculinity narrative. None of the political agendas is going to seep its way into this video at all. I'm talking to you as if I am your older brother, as if I've been there, as if I've gotten my ass kicked a few times, and I can actually show you what this world is actually about and how you can navigate through it and be a strong man and not a weak man. So with that being said, the first step is this. You have to increase the burden in your life. Our lives are extremely easy, right? Our lives compared to our grandfathers or great-great-grandfathers, it's incomparable. Our lives are way too easy. We can actually live fully sustained in the comfort of our own homes. In my case, in my own basement. I don't have to even leave my house to go shopping. We got Instacart. We got Uber Eats. Waiting in line doesn't even exist anymore. You just order off your phone, walk in, you pay for it off your phone, grab the drink, and then go. Like, this is kind of the lifestyle that we're getting closer and closer to living, which in reality, it's super convenient, it's super easy, all of the above. And it seems like we've made a lot of progress as far as humanity has come, but in reality, it's a lot more of a problem than it is a convenience, if we're being totally honest. Instead of knocking on the door, we call our boy or text, I'm outside. And I'm a victim of this as well. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Like, look at this. I'm talking to a camera right now. There's no human being next to me. I'm literally alone talking to a camera. So I'm not going to act like I'm some crazy alpha male sigma chad. That's not how it works, actually. I'm in the same boat as you somewhat. So the reality is that we have to start picking up more of a burden in our life. What does it mean to even be a man? It's a man, as far as I can tell, at least the basis that we can all agree on. I don't care how far radical feminism you are or how far misogynist you are as well. Something that we can all agree on is the fact that men have to protect and sustain. These are two fundamental principles of what it means to truly be a man. Like, for an example, I think we can all agree, if, let's say you're married, right? And somebody breaks into your house. You hear someone break the glass window of your basement, and this person's a robber. Possibly they could be armed. You don't know. And the person is walking up. Like, you have to kind of confront this robber. Do you send your 5-year-old son? Do you send your wife? You as the man have to protect your family. The same exact way you wake up early and work hard so that your kids can sleep. You have to take that nasty train every single morning to work or drive to work. That might be 1 hour so you can work hard and protect and provide for your kids and for your family. That's what it truly means to be a man, to essentially take on burden, to make the sacrifice for your family. In any sense that you see, at least we can agree on that basic principle of being a man. So, like what happened to me for my scenario, my older brother, which I look up to greatly, actually told me last year or a little bit over, he called me and said, bro, why are you still letting dad pay for your car bill? Now, just to give you a little bit of background on my lifestyle and my family, I never had to worry about food being on the table. Praise be to God. I never had to worry about that at all. Maybe a lot of you hopefully are in the same exact spot that I was, where we never really we weren't worried about going hungry. We're not worried about the lights being cut off or losing energy. We're not worried about any of these things, like the bills not being paid. Thank God for that. That was a blessing on me, but also it was somewhat of a challenge on me because I had to learn these things the hard way. Like my brother called me and said, why is dad still paying for your bills? Why is he still paying for your car? He got you this car when you were 16. Why are you still letting him pay for it, bro? You're making money off of this YouTube stuff, right? I said, yeah, I am. He's like, you can sustain for yourself and buy your own stuff, right? I said, yeah. He said, all right, so there's no reason for you to have dad pay for your car bill. Start paying it every single month. I said, damn, you're totally right. Absolutely. He said, not only that, but I want to actually test you. I want you to pay double the amount of, let's say the car bill is, is like $1. I want you to pay double that, $2, just for like reference, obviously, so that the car can get paid off in half the time because you're paying double the amount every single month. I said, God damn, all right, let's do it. He's like, this is a challenge from me to you. Let's see if you're a true man. Let's see if you can actually do it. word for word, verbatim, exactly what he said. I said, all right, I'll show him who a true man is. I pull up the app, I go on the site, I log in, I make an account, I put my credit card on file, and I put double the amount every single month, and the bill stops coming to the house because now it's on auto pay. This actually gave me somewhat of a reason to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning, work a little bit harder, think a little bit more, spend less time doing things that didn't really matter, that weren't bringing me towards my passion, towards my goal, or towards protecting or sustaining for the family. And I realized I was working a little bit harder, more efficiently, more effectively, more creatively, because I had a reason to. I had actual weight on my... You know how embarrassing it'd be to say, Dad, I put the car in my name, I can't do it no more, I made a mistake. No, that'd be the most embarrassing thing ever. So I had to get it done. And it was pretty damn expensive. So my dad asked me, as the time goes on, he's like, yo, I haven't seen your car bill for a long time. What happened to it? And this is in front of the whole family during a family dinner. I said, it's paid off, Dad. He said, really? Yeah, Dad, I paid off the car. Good man. And the conversation ended there. It was very, very short. It was a very few words out of his part, but I knew that he respected me immensely more than he did from prior to that. That out of nowhere, the son that never paid any bills paid off the whole car in just whatever it was, like 6 to 8 months. So these are things that you should be doing, picking up more bills around the house. It doesn't have to be an entire car, obviously, but it could be, for an example, the internet bill, which is like what, $80 to $100 depending on where you live, or it could be something like the water bill, or any of the above. Whatever you can afford or what you can work harder to afford is what you should, as a man, start to place the burden more on your life as well. Life is really easy right now. If we're being honest, life is way too easy. We don't have to do anything and still have everything given to us from the comfort of our own home. So the fact that we can kind of place this weight on our shoulders makes us more of a man. The next step, really scary waters, right? Very, very awkward topic to bring up. Stop watching porn. Very, very simple and clean, right? If I put this any other way, I would be a bad older brother to you. I'd be lying to you straight up. You have to stop consuming these videos online. Whether it be the softcore stuff on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter, wherever it might be, or it's the actual real deal if you're viewing it on the websites. This is a true problem of today's time. I've never met a man in my life that was not consuming pornography or that didn't do it in their past that has now been free of the addiction. Not one. In my whole life, I swear to God. If any of you are out there, please come to me. Please reach out to me somehow because I can't find you. Every single man that I've met in my life was either compulsively viewing it, stumbled across it, views it occasionally, or has stopped viewing it because they were previously an addict. Regardless, it was a part of every single man's life. Since I was literally 12 years old. I had one friend when I was 12 or 13 that said, bro, I don't do that. Ew, that's nasty. 4 years later, and he swore to me, like, I don't watch that stuff. 4 years later told me, bro, I was viewing it way more than you or any of the other boys were. I was just too scared to actually admit it to you. So this is me saying back when we were 12 and I lied to you, I actually lied to you. So the one man that I knew that wasn't viewing it was actually lying to me. So what we can prove from this is one thing. It's making us view women in a way where they're nothing more than objects. I don't want to sound like a hardcore feminist right now, but if we're being honest, it's making us less of men that have to actually go out and speak to women and put ourselves in the group scenario where we're just having normal dialogue with girls. Instead, now we're very shy, we're very awkward, very closed off because all we can think about is what we see in those videos. We're no longer really calm, level-headed men that can stand their ground, that can talk with their chest open and their shoulders back. So we're really shy and nervous and super, super weak. We see in all of these movies and anime especially, which I have a video coming out about soon, that we see a lot of these men in anime, the like male protagonist is always such a weak, submissive little simp that they get really shy when it comes to girls, but at the same time, like Kirito from Sword Art Online can go slay a level 999 freaking dragon beast. But at the same time, when it comes to a girl, he's really, really shy and conserved and awkward and really scared of this girl. Like, it makes no sense. So this kind of culture is obviously somewhat imposed on us, and it's kind of become a normal thing, especially in the movies and shows and anime. But that's all because of the things that we're consuming and that we're viewing, including the Instagram, the Snapchat, the Twitter. Even on Snapchat, if you scroll to the right a few times and you scroll down, all you will see is half-naked girls posting you know what. Dog, it's everywhere you go, posting those freaking mirror pictures, and men are thirsting and simping all day long. Don't be one of those men, bro. Don't ever get to that point. It's nearly unrecoverable. If you get to that point, you are like totally corrupted. If you're commenting on the girl, oh my God, gorgeous, beautiful, what I would do if I had, bro, what? How do we even have warm-blooded men doing this stuff to begin with? Do not fall into any of that trap. If Instagram is bad for you, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, even if YouTube is bad for you, and you're an avid viewer of iamLucid, you subscribe to my channel, you love me and support me in all of the above, delete the app, bro. I'd rather you not watch my videos, and I'd rather lose a dedicated subscriber than to lose you as a human being. Part of being a man is detaching from what's bad for you, even though it feels good. Whether it be the smoking, or the chips, or the candy, or the softcore porn, or the hardcore, or any of the things that are taking up your time and making you weaker and less of a man. It's just detaching from that. You can have a healthy balance. It's extremely hard to do so. But in reality, if you take a step back out of all of it, the war doesn't even have to take place. You don't even have to fight the algorithm because there is no algorithm because you deleted the app. It's honestly that simple. If I didn't have a YouTube channel, this wasn't my career, I wouldn't have any of these apps. Literally zero. Maybe I'd have YouTube in like a Safari web browser so that I can view it and then easily not want to get enticed to view more apps. That's all I would have. I doubt I'd even have an iPhone if we're being honest. You should probably be on the same exact boat. If you want the best for yourself, you have to do what's best for yourself by cutting out all of the negatives of your life. So that includes taking on the burden onto yourself. That includes waking up earlier. That includes doing the things that don't really feel good. Like for an example, I had this one friend. Oh my God, bro. If you're watching this video, I'm still kind of heated, even though I know you've like learned your like lesson for what you said. But my one friend told me, I was telling him like, bro, why are you waking up so late? He was waking up at like 11, 12, even sometimes at 1 p.m. I was like, why are you waking up so late, bro? You should be waking up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., just getting shit done, either working out and starting your day early, just doing something. He's like, yeah, bro, but I don't have class at 7 a.m., so why would I wake up early at 7? Like, I don't got shit to do. Literally, his words, verbatim, I don't got shit to do. You don't have anything to do. There's not a teacher screaming at you, smacking your desk, writing on a freaking chalkboard saying, this assignment is due Monday, so you're not going to wake up at 7 a.m. Are those the words of a true man? That your whole life, your whole existence, coming from the one sperm cell that actually made it, and growing in your mother's womb for 9 months, and living for these last 20 years, your whole existence revolves around a teacher saying, hey, be here tomorrow at 7 a.m. Are you serious, dog? Your whole existence revolves around your boss saying, I want you here tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp. Are you really that submissive to your higher power? Like, God forbid, this person isn't even God. And that's the only power that you're listening to? That's the most submissive trait I could ever find. I explained this to my friend. He's like, oh shit, I didn't even see it that way. But in reality, that's the truth. Now he's waking up earlier. He's helping his family cook some meals. He's taking his siblings to school and whatnot. He's finding things to do for his family, and he's been really, really busy as of lately. He's been making more money. He's been taking care of more of the burden off of his mom and of his dad. And he's been overall more of a man. But you see how that kind of thinking can suck you into this black hole of, hey, no one's forcing me to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. You're not a waste of space. You have actual purpose. Every single piece of atom in the entire universe has a purpose. You don't? That's the most illogical thing I've ever heard. It's so nihilistic. I hate that ideology. So bringing it back full circle, you have to take a step back from what you're watching on YouTube. For an example, if it's the pickup artists, men, how to get more girls, they kind of really paint this picture that to be a man, what it means to be a man is to have more intercourse with females. And there's no correlation whatsoever. The only thing that can correlate is how bad you are at controlling your sexual desires. Because trust me, I'm a man. I know deep inside we're some bulls, dog. I know we have crazy desires, almost untainable, and it's really, really hard to put it aside. I know this world is feeding our desires so much because it's making people profit. I see it. I'm there, bro. I feel you. This is actual war. I feel you. But at the same exact time, for you to go out and be watching these self-improvement alpha male Chad wannabe Sigma YouTuber male videos that say you should be going up to girls, how to get her digits, how to get her in bed, all of these things, you're chasing the wrong goal, bro. That's just a byproduct of a healthy marriage. That's just a shortcut to a healthy marriage. Like the same way that we know that watching P0RN, I can't say it too often because they'll get demonetized, and doing it with your own right hand, right? Like masturbating is bad. Then what's the difference between doing it with yourself and doing it with somebody else's body? If we're being honest, there's not too much different. If there's no future, there's no fulfillment, there's no love, there's no intimacy, it's not sacred. All of the positives of it are stripped for the 5-second short-term high. Like, it's extremely primal of a way to think. Isn't that how some certain animals do it? Oh, hey, you're kind of cute, I'm kind of cute, you know, why not? What? Is that all you follow in life? What feels good? With that same logic, why are you not eating chips and fatty food and smoking every single day and doing every single bad thing in the book for you? It feels good, it's fun. It could catch a STD, but it's fun. So, like, is that the logic that you actually base your whole life off of? And the fact that this is a social norm, that it's totally acceptable, just make sure you're practicing safe sex. Like, bro, what? Safe sex doesn't fall in the bounds of your mental well-being and of your mental state. You being promiscuous with all of these females, which you're probably not, if we're being honest, or even wanting to be promiscuous with all of these females, is not a good long-term goal of yours. It's not what makes you a man. And if it's what you are basing the spectrum of a weak man to strong man on, you are way off, bro. If you're looking for a partner because she's attractive or she's cute, to an extent, I'll be honest, it doesn't matter. You want to have some attraction to your wife, right? Obviously. But to a point where it can actually turn the tides or tip the scales, the marriage is not going to end up right. I promise you. If these girls that you're watching on your phone are setting the image of what a sexy girl should look like or what your wife should look like, then I promise you, you're not going to marry the right one. I promise you entirely. You have to go back to your own morals and what you find fulfilling long term, or what you find to be true out of a marriage, right? The personality traits that you can actually live with, instead of saying, yo, she kind of bad though. You know what I'm saying? What? It makes absolutely no sense. So I come to you and I say this to you so that you can avoid all of the misinformation, all of the wannabe alpha YouTuber guys that tell you that you should be doing it with more women, as many women as possible, when in reality you'll just be getting more STDs and more heartbreaks and more mental confusion, when in reality you should be looking for someone that's a moral, a modest, right, that has a good personality, someone that can actually, you don't mind waking up next to for the next 57, 80 years, whatever, as long as you live. As long as you can wake up next to this person and not think, damn, bro, I made a mistake because she was sexy, you should be on the right track, if we're being honest, right? The problem is that the way they were influenced, it's never about the personality. It's never about your core values as a human being. It's never about how we're going to raise the family. It's never about how we're going to make it work and raise the actual strong household and have our goals aligned and actually make each other better people and have that sacred, intimate love. No, it's never about that. It's about, oh, she's sexy. Cut that entire ideology out of your life. You will stop simping for these women that don't care about you at all. You will stop wasting your time on all of these applications that want to actually milk your time for money, which we all know already. You will change your whole perspective on life. You will reset your brain's dopamine and reward system so that maybe doing the finer things in life, like having breakfast with your family or just drinking tea with your parents, these things will actually start to make you happy again, because you're not, for an example, watching two people do it through your phone screen all day long, or thirsting over girls online, or not having any burden in your life, and you really can't taste the sweet if you haven't tasted the sour. So having fun is not going to be fun unless you've actually worked hard for it. All of these things start to make your life better little by little, and you can actually taste what it's like to be a true, strong man. We can continue this conversation in my Discord server down below. It's discord.gg/lucid. We talk about this stuff all the time. We don't shy away from any politics or any topics at all. We talk about literally everything. So if you want any more brothers or sisters to speak with, then we have them all there in the Discord server in the link down below, or it's iamLucid.gg in your web browser. Look it up. I'm waiting for you there. I'm being dead serious. I'm literally waiting for you to join the Discord server. Also, we got V cards, which I hold with pride in my wallet. We have tons of V cards. iamLucid.com. So if you want to get your very own stainless steel V card that you can keep in your wallet, and on the day that you lose it to somebody that you actually love, that you want to have that sacred love with, then you can at iamLucid.com. Thank you for watching this video. I love you. Stay strong. Stay dreaming. Stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.